So what are you going to teach today, boss man?
Wait a minute. Could go get my apron too.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember a month ago, or not even a month ago, that caribou was in the shop that
Yeah.
we did the line boring on?
Yes.
Somebody in the shop let that go and didn't tell the boss, and the boss kind of, well, anyways, it's a long story, but in that rear end, while the rear end was out and we changed the bogey bearings, we could have easily got this broken off bolt that was down in there about that far. But no, we decided to put the bogies back in, and then later on, we went like this with the bolt and set it in there. And this is a lesson that young men all over the world, you see it, do it, fix it, while it's easy and out in the world. I mean, out for you to get at. So, you may ask me, what in the hell is that? This is what, a 24 millimeter bolt that was broke off way down this deep into the bogie that holds it into the frame. Okay, so when the bogie was out of the machine, it's only maybe that far down. And you can reach it with a regular drill and whatnot. Well, like I said, they put it all back together. The customer was here to pick up the machine, and he went with the other half of the bolt. And I went, oh crap. Now I scrambled. How am I going to get that out of there? So I'm going to show you guys a trick. Well, I'm not going to show you, I'm going to tell you about it. And it goes something like this. That bolt was way down there. I can't reach down in there with a welder to get that, weld something to it to pull it out. But what I could do is I welded rods to my drill bits, my left-handed drill bits. And I thought, oh, it'll snag and it'll come out of there. There was so much rust in there, it was pathetic. Well, no, that's the way it is. So a trick that I'll tell you, you got this bolt down in there with so much rust around it. You fill it up with your Brute Blast or your WD-80 or your 6140 or whatever you call it. You know, your we call it. No, I can't use that term. And take your air hammer.
Squirrel something.
Squirrel piss, yeah. You take your air hammer, the long rod, and see how this broke off kind of funky? But that guy was looking at me, and Kyle was looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? And I said, take the air hammer down there with the flat end and just vibrate the hell out of that thing. As long as you don't wreck the threads around it. You know, you got to be in the center. And so he just chattered and chattered and chattered and chattered, and then I said, get out of the way. Get the hell out of the way, I said. So I went ahead and welded up a half-inch rod to a whatever drill bit, and that's as close to center as I could get. And the whole time the customer's standing behind me, and I'm going, how am I going to get this out? How am I going to get this out? And then as you're working, this is sometimes how it works. As I'm working away, I'm getting to the bigger drill bit and the bigger drill bit. And it's drilling really nice, no problems. And I think, well, I'm going to drill and I'll get I'm off center, so I'll get to the threads and I'll be able to turn it out. And then I was going to weld a rod to an easy out of my nice snap-on kit. And I thought, you know what? A long time ago, my wife gave me this. I don't know where she picked it up, but it actually was a punch at one time, but somebody had mutilated the heck out of it. So I had one of the guys cut it off. And you know, this is hardened. So then I took it away from them and I said, okay, get it away from me. And I tapered these down. So I got, what is this, a hex?
Yes.
Yeah, 6. So that gave me 6 sharp points. Okay, now I'm going to set you up. So I'm standing there, the customer's behind me, Kyle's on one side of me and Troy's on one side of me, and I get that thing in there, and I take me a, really, it's ground so funky it only fits one way, because I did it on the fly. There it is. And I took a little 20-ounce ball peen hammer, and I gave it about 5 smacks. Then I measured that and I said, get me a 15 millimeter ratchet in a short stubby socket, and I put that on there. And I went, and then I left it, and I walked away, and I went over by the customer and said, hey, I said, why don't you take off and go have some coffee? And it's a true story. Because if he watches it, he'll go, yeah, he did that. Anyways, and here the boys, I come back and they had it out and they're all cleaning it out and they put a new bolt in it and away we went. And I thought, so if you're ever in a predicament where you got a bolt that damn deep, well, number one, you got to be able to weld a rod to a drill bit straight, which technically you need a piece of angle iron to lay it in as a V-block. But then if you can hit her at least close, and you got a wrecking bar, a cold chisel that's long like this, just whack the end off of it, sharpen up those points, drive her home, ratchet. I learned that. I'm 49 years old. I learned that about 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It don't matter. It just came to me while I was doing it. So I thought I'd share that with the whole world and all you super subscribers. So if you're ever jacked up out in the woods and can't get that thing out, well, if you got one of these in your toolbox and a drill bit, and even if you got a weld a punch to it, and you'll get her out. So there. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Have a good day, and Happy New Year and all that other good stuff. So take care. Bye.